Because I know you like to wait for everyone, make sure everyone's ready.
Yeah. But you already said that you're going to be the third person who just pops in and out, which gave me permission to not wait for you every time.
Yep. That'll just mean every now and then I'll have to see where you're at and catch up with that character, which is fun. And hopefully I won't have to pull out my original character, which has 47 hours on it.
From what I understand from this game, like that's almost nothing at the same time, right?
I may not beat the main story, and it's like a lot of people probably play like New Game Plus and stuff, but I decided not to because I was like, yeah, that's good.
You beat it and you were like, that's good for me.
I wouldn't be disposed to not playing it, but I mostly played it because it was with my brother.
And now you're playing with us because we're
it's your first time. But no, it's also your first time, and I enjoyed playing it my first time, and I want to see you go through all the things that I had to go through. All the pain and suffering.
Like the poison death. And learning about the sprint button that you just gotta hold dodge for.
But all the suffering from bosses.
Yeah, and all the suffering
that will be fun.
Because like here's Logan who's played all the Dark Souls games. Like, why'd you get hit? I'm like, I'm trying to figure out the buttons.
So this is your way of being like, sure, you're so good at those games. Guide me, sir.
Because I kept trying to cast my spells at that thing, but then I kept missing. Because if you're not in focus, you shoot at wherever you last moved your character.
Oh yeah. Trust me, it's pretty bad sometimes like that.
I was like, dang it.
Hello, David.
Missing it. Hey, David.
Oh.
Played Elden Ring for the first time, and then got Steam Tuesday kicked out of it.
So yeah, it was more like more 20 minutes of it.
Yeah. Oh. That's fine. That's a button. That's a jump button. There we go.
Oh hey, the wheat group. How's your day been going so far today?
Enough. I recently got home from work, and then
Nice.
got into Minecraft because why not?
Yeah. Not indeed.
You need to do some preparations and make some decisions before I get turned to my house into an airship. Apparently for forever.
Forever.
Yeah. For context, Corey, I found a duplication glitch that will trigger whether I wanted to or not whenever I return my house from an airship to regular structure.
Oop. Mm.
So
you can make 2 airships now?
Well, it's not the whole airship that gets duplicated. Rather, certain kinds of blocks, specifically those that contain abnormal inventories, will drop said inventories without actually losing them.
Which is extremely problematic, and why I would have been like, I'll trust you. Probably best to be proactive about that sort of stuff. About
Yeah. Especially since one of the major storage mods of this mod pack counts as such an abnormal inventory. So when this happened, my entire storage system got duplicated.
That sounds like almost, you know how like default like RAM sometimes bugs out and then like starts allocating so much. Like it just sounds like a recipe for like endless duplication and then endless suffering.
It pretty much is. Which is why I decided to go with a
admittedly,
bandage fix.
in the particular way my entire store system gets duplicated isn't likely to cause that kind of issue, because essentially the way it works is that all of my items are stored within specialized other items, and it's those items that drop when the glitch occurs. So I just have a couple mass drives that I shouldn't have right now.
Ah. So it duplicated the good resources.
Well, it duplicated the mass drives, but the mass drives contain all of my stuff.
Oh, I see.
Which means I have all my stuff twice. Right now, the duplicates are just kind of sitting in a chest off to the side, fate yet undetermined, but they're probably going to get thrown into fire for, balance and sake.
See me, come on. There we go. Come on, hop. Hop. Oh.
Since those things are stinking expensive, so it kind of hurts throwing them in a fire.
There we go.
Sounds like a great time to play We Didn't Start the Fire. You know what? I'm gonna have this be weird and see how bad it is with the controller.
Minecraft?
Yeah,
Do you play Minecraft?
I have a mod
with,
on it.
Do you play Minecraft?
Yeah,
with
there's a
mouse?
mod that adds controller support with it.
I'm fairly sure that controller support is native.
I think it's only a native on Bedrock.
That may be the case, as I have never tested it. After all, Minecraft doesn't seem like one of those games that that would be terribly well served by a controller. At least in the general case.
Yeah. But it was like half requested from Draven earlier because he was like, I just want to like do stuff while he was having like some pains and stuff, which I understand.
Fair enough.
And the benefit of it is for most people, it's just calmer and stuff. For me, I'd probably do better in combat because I can strafe a lot easier.
Makes sense. A terrible waste of diamonds? Probably. But being able to carry more crap at me at any given time is very nice.
Yeah, I've only upgraded my backpack to the gold variant, and I'm just gonna wait until I get more diamonds before I do any further.
Fair enough.
Speaking of which, I was chopping trees as fuel for my mining devices.
So if you get a skull, does he try to kill you?
No, it just means you failed.
Ah.
I wanted to. I at first thought that was. Oh shoot.
Speaking
Big
of
money, big money.
it trying to kill you.
Oh shoot. I'm probably dead. Yep. I can't help. I thought I was out of ropes.
Death by greed.
That
Sad
pretty much
times.
what's happened. I could have left. But I was like, I haven't spent any spare time gambling. I want to do that right now. When I had no time. The Reaper was calling. And my hour struck noon.
But yeah, David, if you feel like mining this cavern system, I am completely glad to share its spoils with you.
To know. Oh. Ooh, I probably shouldn't have let the ravioli go for the whole rice cooking cycle. It's probably burnt.
Oh, burnt. I thought it was just going to be deliciously overcooked noodles.
We'll see.
Steamed raviolis
Oh no! Oh no!
actually sound kind of nice.
They do.
Reminds me of that one time that I had dumplings and my family hated it.
Yeah, this is going to be perfect. You're going to be just fine.
It
Just
reminds
fine.
me of you and me, Justin, sharing a family-size lasagna.
Oh, that's bad habits, bad ideas.
No, that was a great
But yeah,
idea.
one time I had a
That's
small
delicious.
thing of dumplings that we got from the local Asian market. That was like I think it was squid or something. I cooked it like with a thin layer of oil in the pan, and the house smelled like fish and squid. And my aunt did not like it. By the
No.
time she got home, 5 hours later.
I'll be back. Alright, Char, when I get back,
I liked the flavor of it, even though I don't think I cooked it correctly all the way. But the smell.
What does it sound like?
Sorry, what's sounds like? What?
Squid?
I don't know. It was in a dumpling.
What?
I'm aware that's not what you're asking, but that's what I answered.
No, I'm just wondering. What a squid sounds like. Yeah.
Squid or octopus. Either way, it was a sea creature.
Yeah, thank you, Kals, for your contribution. Away.
Alright, Char. Pizza, my friend.
And now I find myself wondering if Mom's Bonners will still function if they've been turned into an airship.
It'd be entertaining, and I just actually, you know what? That one might actually. That one would require testing because it's technically not very close to us. Technically.
Maybe. I guess we will find out.
Alright, would you guys like to listen to live Corey reading a Do Army for everyone, or should I switch to a different server? Oh, you want to watch me for a bit first? Okay. Well, in a little bit, when he's ready to read, would you guys like to listen to the reading, or that I just switch servers?
I think I'll request a switch this time, if you wouldn't mind.
I just know you hate Jesus, that's all.
That's funny just by the sheer irony in it. Oh, hello, lava. I'm trying out this steam mining drill. Unfortunately, it is always a 3x3. So there's a lot of missed spots.
Mm.
But the Silk Touch is quite nice. Although I have yet to actually get to the point where I can process the Silk Touch directly. Although it's actually, you know what? Since I'm through wood in it instead of coal, it doesn't immediately run out of fuel. Because you use it once and then it starts burning the fuel until so a piece of coal, like for a single bit of mining at a time, like sporadically, apologies, It makes it go through like coal and high density fuels a lot quicker than I'm
So
used to.
So you might want to carry around some like wood planks for when you need to do chip work.
Yep. Especially since a lot of ores can be somewhat separated from each other between mining. So, yeah.
Hey, David. You play a lot of Super Meat Boy, right?
I haven't played it in a while, but yeah, I played a fair bit.
What's your thoughts on it? Is it a game worth exploring?
If you like platformers, yes. If you don't like platformers, no. Also, if you don't like dying a lot, no. But I liked it.
All right. I want to get good at platformers, and so I'm trying to think of playing rogue games where they force you to get good. And I think
All right.
by the sounds of your voice, Super Meat
It's
Boy
not a
will
rogue
force
game.
me to get good.
Yes.
But yeah.
In truth, I think Super Meat Boy would be a good one for getting good, because the first couple stages aren't that bad. Well, like the first couple worlds.
Mm-hmm.
It just gets really nasty towards the end.
And you be
Maybe I should do that because I'm also very bad about 2D platformers. And like I'm a lot better with 3D platformers, but not very good at with 2D, which I know has always
Because I
been.
noticed these kind of games where it keeps like I got really good at Battle Block Theater because it had a quick like when you die you reload it back really fast and you got to try it again. And I got really good at Hades, which got me good at like top-down action games. So I like the hard games that force me to get good.
Okay. But yeah. Super Meat Boy is also incredibly quick at respawning, which is the only reason why it will not drive most people insane.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a good game. It's fun.
Okay.
You'll die a lot. It'll be bloody, but that's half the point.
Okay.
There is no avoiding blood in that game. Don't even try.
I mean, considering that the buzzsaw is basically a mascot.
Speaking of Edmund's games, I am honestly very excited for the proper online for Isaac.
Oh, yeah.
I know I've kept in touch with that like loosely, like ever since it was first put into Repentance, and it was like, man, I hope they actually get the time to fully implement it. And now that it actually has a proper release time frame, it's been quite entertaining.
I didn't realize that that he was gearing up for that.
I think it's mostly just been known through the Twitter of Tyrone, the Nicholas lead dev for Isaac. They've been they teasered a little bit of it like in June or something, but now that it's they started like talking about it a lot more often the last couple weeks on Twitter. So, and there was a tweet reply where it's like 1.5 months from now, like a couple weeks ago. So right around December. Late December.
Excellent.
Should
And
that
we'll
be
use
after,
it
after Diablo. We go through all the proper endings to get proper endings on Friday. For Great Friday.
It also uses whoever's your own character. So like if I joined in with, it would do my character unlocks for my character.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do with what items are unlocked or like in the game itself. Like, is it gonna use a combination of everyone's or just the host for what items are available in the item pool?
Hmm.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
Clearly, it defaults to the host, but if anybody plays a particular character, it uses that character for that player's unlocked for that particular character.
That's what I'm hoping for, because that'll make it much more entertaining to actually progress without everyone being at the same level. Because otherwise, then you'd have someone that's like unlocked everything, just providing all the items like it does in Risk-Grin, and that could get very overwhelming very quickly.
Frankly, Binding of Isaac has enough items that it's pretty common to just not know what all's going on anyways.
Yeah. Although there was apparently people kept saying Edmund's thinking about it or looking into implementing a semi-official version of extended item descriptions, or one that's like where the item descriptions are just less cryptic in the first place or wrong.
Mm.
I think that was a retrospect. Like, it sounded good for him at first not to have descriptive item descriptions, but probably started to regret it over time, probably as he got more used to other stuff.
If I honestly, probably just because the game kept getting bigger. And
That too.
how many items are in the game? Hundreds? Did you just get 12 bombs from that one package? Also, I am somewhat impressed that you've been able to keep your dog alive.
My skills are slowly becoming better. Ooh. I know where the doggo's going next. Oh shoot. Alright, let's do that. Force it to shoot. It's like I love being able to just grab any part of the wall, but you get so used to like only be able to hang on ledges of sides.
That you get pretty caught up. You
Yeah.
get tripped up by it. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, let's go. Let's go back. Oh, why not?
I go into the breach.
Indeed, I am current up. My drill ran out of fuel
Darn
and
it, I
water.
should pick that up. Oh no! Oh darn it!
To head up so that way I can grab
Oh.
more planks.
Shoot.
And offload.
I foolishly put my combat armor into a chest while I was managing things, and I forgot to grab it on the way out. Because unfortunately, and I have to have two armor sets. My general use one that stays light enough for me to be able to fly, and then the stuff I wear into dungeons.
Yep. At least, I think you should at least get a good usability out of high constitution stats
Yeah,
as your defensive instead.
I'm planning on running a mix of Constitution and Dex. And while I currently have 10 strength, is there a way to respec?
You know what? It's not worth it. Not worth it.
Let me do that. There.
Darn it, darn it, darn it. Oh,
It looks like there isn't normally a way to respec, probably because people don't expect you to need it. Go figure. There's probably a command for it. Okay, there is a refund. Let me see if there's an expected
Surprised, because
respec.
in a previous mod pack, I remember having this mod, but there being like orbs of regret. I think they just stole the name shamelessly from Path of Exile.
I'm not even surprised. There's a lot of things that do it. Oh, Relic X is an add-on mod, which uses the player X stats. Oh yeah, that's so Relic X apparently is what provides the orbs of regret. I didn't even think to look at the relics mod for it. Are you fine if I refund your strength stats?
Yes. Though alternatively, I could simply look into seeing if I can figure out how to make that data pack that would adjust the Elytra to run off of worn armor rather than raw armor.
oh.
Wait, is there a way you just gain refunds? Because that just was like acting like there's refunds you can get.
That's how the Orbs of Regret work. They gave you a whole bunch of refunds.
Ah, okay.
Oh, was
Though-
regret? I feel like I've heard that name before.
Yeah, it's a name that was shamelessly taken from Path of Exile.
Did that give you skill points or did that take away your skill points?
I'll look as soon as I'm not in the middle of dying. Curses.
Ah.
Okay. It looks like I have some refunds to spend. I can't see how many, but I see that I have the ability to deduct points.
Okay,
So,
okay. So
goodbye
that's good then.
strength.
If
Yep,
it just
that-
gave you the refunds as a
as a
option,
bonus, that'd
instead
be a
of-
problem. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it let me deduct 10 points, and so I have 0 strength now.
Oh.
Perfect.
All right. And anyways, I'm kind of working more towards a dex build anyways, because I like the idea of attack speed. Because,
And on-hit effects.
well, that and also if you have a high damage weapon, attack speed makes it more effective base. Kind of a sucker for that stuff, though.
Understandable.
Oh, there we go. Here I got used to having the gloves that I almost woof it because I was like, just grab whatever on the ledge. Oh, gosh darn it.
Dangerous.
Well then, I suppose, now that I don't have that strength eating half my armor budget, I can start shopping around to figure out what armor pieces I actually want to wear.
Hunter X Hunter.
I've never watched that show.
It's really good. Like introduce you multiple people, and so you get invested in even side characters.
How's your One Piece going along though?
Pretty good. I'm like at episode, like on the anime itself, I'm like on episode 200. And it's nice to be there and not having to watch all the episodes. Oop, darn it.
Okay, I have my stone pickaxe for mace usage, bucket, iron sword, planks for fuel.
Oh, my shield broke. That's what happened. Makes sense.
Dangerous.
Yes. Yeah, I suppose I did die from wither.
Oh, there's a. They're not connected to your computer. Okay.
Organ meat and butchered meat. Lovely.
Ah, yes. You have discovered the food side of the thing.
The cows unfortunately have discovered it the hard way.
Ah, the cows have been deflated.
Indeed they have. I don't feel like I've killed 9 cows, but
Guess time is frozen when you're gambling. Oh no, no. Oh, there we go. Found the bonds I was trying to go for.
You had to say something and immediately get disproven. Oh man, it's the classic timing.
You get my Poochigans, my free life. And I got
Only
my
villains
gun.
leave their dog. Only villains leave their dog behind.
or sacrifice them to the blood god.
Blood for the blood god.
Hmm.
Skulls for the skull throne.
Yes, most villainous.
Ooh. All that work to get bombs, and in this X area there's a shop with all the bombs.
Only the finest regrets, straight from the source. Put away the bread.
Mamma mia, it's raining creepers.
Unfortunate and very relatable.
There we go.
I decided that I am sick and tired of running out of inventory space while adventuring. So I have 3 backpacks now. One that I'm wearing and one in my hotbar. Once I acquire something of Silk Touch, I will be making further modifications. By which I mean, I will still have these backpacks on my hotbar, but I will also have an inner chest in my inventory, in which I will store full backpacks and have additional empty ones. By the way, the spiders in this mod pack, I'm not sure what mod's doing it, but they spasm in the worst ways. And they're even faster than before. It's basically impossible to fight them without taking hits.
The spiders are an actual threat mod, I guess. That's not actually its name.
It's more of a spiders are a health tax, but
Darn it. Oh.
being both poisoned and withered, such a good time.
I'll do it. No! Oh.
Why are you poisoned and withered? Are you fighting spiders in the Nether?
I found a dungeon tower that has cave spiders and wither skeletons as its primary exports.
Ah. That also explains the death by wither skeleton.
Wither skeletons are also equipped with sharpness 2 diamond swords. They have
So
very low
that's
drop
where
rates.
those already came from. Because Stan earlier saw a random diamond 2 or sharpness 2 diamond sword off, like lost and found in the Twilight Forest or something.
The Twilight Forest has a lost and found.
No, he put a chest in it labeled lost and found up there on the mountain.
Huh.
Because we weren't sure who it went to.
Oh.
And we found it. But I'm guessing that you have answered that. It's
Yeah.
the wither skeletons.
Wait, you're a spider. You're not supposed to fit through a 1-block gap. Stop that.
Suddenly you have cave spiders too? Jeez. I do not envy you.
They are cave spiders riding normal spiders.
Oh my. No, that sounds painful.
It is.
Would you like some assistance in the form of a distraction?
If you wish to join me, feel free. There's good loot here, and enough to share.
Yeah, I definitely need armor too, so that'll be a great place to get some. After destroying armor previously. That is. Oh, so that's what that tower is. Yeah, we poked our head in there, saw wither skeletons, and just noped to the out.
Doubt, I see.
That was very close to the spawn too. So
It is. Painful.
good to know that. It's a good source of broken diamond swords if we can get through it.
I currently have a sharpness 3 diamond sword because I've managed to get 2 drops so far.
Speaking of,
Also, fair warning, the spiders here have substantially inflated health bars.
so that's where I'll tip.
The cave spiders don't, but they're very hard to hit because their hitbox largely overlaps with the spider they're riding.
Right. Have you been able to find a trident or anything from all the drowned around here?
Fought basically no drowned so far.
Ah, okay. Oh, that's fair. You've been mostly in a floating island of floatingness.
Yeah, most of my combat has occurred while I've been visiting various points of adventure rather than just existing. But I do like having a house I can just park beside wherever I'm shoving my face into.
It's great. Like, I'm honest. I very much hope they're able to fix whatever memory leak that it causes. I think it's collision related. Given the log spam, but yeah, I like.
it's
I very
related?
much enjoy it. Sorry, what?
You're saying you think it's what related?
Collision box related. There's
Ah.
a lot of spams of being collision boxes wonkiness,
Suppose that would do it. Yes.
which I think is why when you're moving the airships and stuff, it's a much worse of a memory pressure. Because if they're still, then they don't have to be recalculated and all that.
Makes no sense. Okay, finally got that chest. Now let's do a lighting push. Never mind.
Ooh, soil.
That guy came up from behind. Something broke, and then I lost most of my health. I'm leaving.
Oh dear. Oh hey, I was wondering where to get some mushrooms, and here's some right here.
That was my chest piece.
Oh dear.
You know what? Yeah, repulsive chainmail sounds great right now. Let's slow those. Yeah, let's slow those enemies down right at your stabbing range. Yes.
Also, by the way, did the pack that I said, like the file work first try?
Yep.
Okay. I'm still somewhat familiar with that format, but it was very easy for me to just export, so.
Hey, that's the drawback of using repulsive armor. Yeah, it makes melee combat a lot easier, but also means you have to chase down your loot.
Oh hey, so much chainmail in here. Actually, my
So
chainmail
much.
is still better, somehow.
I guess we'll be meeting in the middle.
The chainmail legs that I found, like, in the mine shaft had prot 3.
Nice. Yeah, I'll take
Oh
Legion
look, all
Space
this
Strafe.
gold. Repulsive, I don't want that. I am on the ground floor.
Never mind. Right, as a flyer.
Oh hey, this
Yeah.
chainmail has mending on it.
Oh, that's a good find. I may have to request later because I suspect my final kit is going to involve at least some amount of chain. That or leather.
It is a chest plate. It is only mending though.
Yeah, but that can be fixed.
Are you on the top floor?
I started at the top. I've made my way probably about halfway down at this point.
You know what? This will be really nice to hand to you. All right, I'm just gonna run through empty chests, lighting things up, trying to get higher up.
In that case, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave and come join you at where you are.
Oh my goodness! I see what you mean about these cave spiders. Oh my!
Yeah,
They're zooming.
pretty much all spiders act like that. It's a
Cave
problem.
demon.
They were almost impossible for me to hit because I just. Jeez.
Crab battles.
The difficulty isn't in killing the mobs, it's hitting them in the first place. But I think I just saw an infernal health bar pop up too, so. Oh boy.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
I am outside.
Oh, I can hit things on top of me with the whip? What? That's some new information.
Hello. Actually, you know what? Excuse me, sir. I guess we're dealing with some social distancing.
Oh my. Some of those are pretty good.
Yeah. You get 2 of them per craft too, so they were like the cheapest thing I could make that was not terrible.
Okay.
Try this.
That's how that works.
Because repulsive isn't terribly nice to wear when I'm actually running with somebody. So instead, I'll go with Grace.
Oh gosh, he does not like taking his picture taken. Okay. Duly noted, do not take pictures of the shopkeeper.
Unsolicited images. How could you?
Well,
He brings up the
unsolicited
shotgun.
images.
This is a big brother watching down here in the caves.
I don't know. After some of the annoying people that like streamers that like do IRL, like that one guy in Japan that got like arrested for quite literally being
I can make it
the
anyway.
biggest nuisance.
Oh yeah, like I know. Like I've had
I mean,
I've had it happen to a friend where, like,
Hey, Justin.
where like the person
Anything-
would do super
Anything
annoying
you care about in
stuff
this chest?
and expected the person to be okay just because they're doing a YouTube video. Yes.
Yes, David.
I was wondering if there was anything you cared about in that chest.
No, there's.
All right.
They came to my inventory anyways. This is down.
Neat. Well, let's, I suppose, finish clearing the floor first.
Yeah. And up is a known amount of distance. Down can go very far down.
Ooh, nice. Selfish chainmail helmet. I like having selfish on my armor pieces.
You have to educate me what selfish does because
It
Yeah,
takes it for themselves.
If the piece of equipment is missing durability, it will steal durability from other pieces of gear.
oh, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, I really like having it on armor because armor's relatively fragile in this game, and it's really, really bad if it breaks.
Yeah. Is it like Diablo proper that you completely
Yep,
lose
if
it?
gear breaks, it's gone.
I am not good at combat, and this is a bad spot.
Yeah, just bottleneck them.
The carpet and fence combo is just enough to get most of them
These are wither skeletons, so yeah,
through.
they're like 2.5 blocks tall. Look out, there's death above.
Yep, I'm lining up. Wait, I can just go through walls. I forgot about that.
It's a good tool for not dying.
Very much so.
All right, let's get out of here. Well, learning timing.
Incoming. Had to sneeze, so I kind of had to a bit more. What?
Oh, come on.
Ah.
There we go. Took on that spider.
Why must the zombie have attractive?
He has chosen to be a problem.
Darn it. Oh,
Okay. I technically am still alive. And that's more than the enemy can say.
that's an interesting question. So when I think of fork, I instantly think of spaghetti. Because twirling spaghetti on the fork, is there like a certain food that you instantly like just think of?
Well,
when
you
think of fork?
mentioning the spaghetti has spoiled that question, sir.
That's true.
Admittedly, fork doesn't make me immediately think of any specific food because forks are just kind of my go-to utensil for most foods. Unless it's something that the fork's not suitable for, in which case probably a spoon. Oh, nice. More mending chainmail.
Oh, there's just a weird satisfaction with like twirling spaghetti or like even ramen, some sort of noodle based thing around a fork.
See, I never really had that with in regards to forks, probably because I don't really have like I really like spaghetti a lot, but not in that sort of way. Like, I haven't had a lot of interactions with it like that. If there was anything fork related or anything, it would probably be like some sort of meat because you generally need a fork for those.
Fork and knife, yeah. Even better, mending chest plate. I mean, selfish chest plate.
Mending without stealing your XP. Instead, it steals all your other items.
Oh,
Yeah. In my opinion, the ideal kit would be a full set of selfish armor, with a mending sword. Because that sword's going to be out most of the time when you gain XP, and swords have a lot of base durability.
and do mending means that they automatically regenerate?
Yeah, mending means that whenever you would gain XP, if your mending item is missing durability, it will instead repair that item.
Oh.
I feel like maybe I should put points in.
So by running a bunch of selfish armor and then a mending sword, it makes it so that the armor is continuously fixing itself by stealing from the sword, and then whenever I would get XP, the sword gets first dibs.
Yeah. Because you only ever have the sword out for when you're Getting
when
doing
I'm
things-
fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Though admittedly in this case, yeah, I am likely to be using my bow more,
Oh.
more than sword.
Oh geez.
Yeah,
they
just-
came.
An entire swarm of wither skeletons just poured out of the woodworks to just end your life there. There was very little I could have done.
There was one in my direction. Suddenly, swarms. All the swarms.
You face against a horde. Yes, Char? It is 407. What's up?
Oh, it sounds like it's dinner time for me too. My stuff isn't.
Sure, you
great,
don't
so
want to
it's
recover
fine.
your stuff?
It's in a grave, so I'm at least fine enough with waiting until I grab my food.
I suppose gravestones don't despawn with time, otherwise the gravestones that are piled up near spawn wouldn't exist.
Wait, I'll be back.
Yep.
But you need to make sure to have two proper sets, proper vanilla Riskerain and proper just and modded, loaded modded Riskerain. Like, because if a group of us wants to play, it's most likely going to be vanilla, and so you got to make sure to have two separate camps of it. Which Justin and I done before. Are you using mod? Are you using mod Nexus or are you using Steam Workshop? Yes. Yes.
Does the dog take fall damage?
Nope. It could. See, yeah. Like, the dog is a lot more indestructible than I originally thought. Really, the only thing that kill it is arrows, you hitting it, you whacking it yourself. Any, like, pretty much any projectiles or spikes. So if I could drop the chest on it and it will take damage from that.
Okay, I'm back.
Let's get to-
Come back. Currently in my base doing some upgrades.
Were you able to salvage the combat situation with the?
So hey, Justin, just heads up.
Yes?
They might have questions for you about when it comes to modding and Risk of Rain. You don't need it? Okay.
Who is they?
Logan and Broheim.
Ah. I think Logan knows quite well, but yeah, I'll answer questions.
Those people.
Those people. Those people.
Hey, Logan. Would you like to come with me when I drop off Broheim home, or would you like to just go with Brendan and Robin and Bailey and go to dinner with them? Okay. He's not here, but he's gonna be picking them up. Darn it. Darn. Oh, alright. That's not bad. There we go. Hop over. Come on.
Oh yeah, David, is the crossbow the strongest?
Oh, darn it.
Actually,
darn,
no.
darn, darn, darn,
Normal
darn.
bows are the strongest ranged weapon normally.
Yeah. Crossbows have higher base damage, but they can't have power. Which is a rather significant drawback.
Do we currently have any alternatives available?
Yes. Most of Spellbound's offensive enchantments are compatible with both bow and crossbow.
That is true.
So, Rampage, Priming, Trophy. Oh wow, IO ports are expensive.
What's expensive?
The ME IO ports.
Oh.
Since I'm kind of surprised you threw your dog the way you did, considering the spikes that were there.
Well, it's like I took a gamble because I knew it would be a lateral throw.
Ah,
And so as long as, yeah, did I get that right? Longitude, yeah, longitude's up and down. So long as it was a
Yep.
sideways throw. I was like, as long
Then
as
the
it
dog
doesn't go
would
up any
live.
higher than just one block, I'm good. But if it does, then goodbye, doggo.
gambling your dog's life like that? Wow.
Oh, come on, die,
Wow.
die.
I really need to remember to have a backup set of gear.
If you want, I can supply you
Alright.
with
This is for
some of the armor that
science.
we had gotten from the dungeon.
So usually
got
these things
a lot.
instantly eat you if you jump on them, but I have spiked boots. So now I'm wondering for science if it'll hurt them. Instantly death, instant death. All right, spike boots does not change that variable.
That's
If
very
nothing else, I'll need
unfortunate.
a little bit of food and a helmet.
Yep.
I should grab that myself, but Forgot about it until
Mustang.
after I was here. Thankfully, I am still healing ever so slowly.
It's a pack. Yeah, packs. Just do that.
Assume you'll need a sword as well.
I think I can probably get
good.
my stuff generally fine otherwise, but
All right.
good idea. I haven't seen any of their fancy sword drops yet, so that'll be an upgrade nonetheless.
I wish they could give a story with all these savable creatures, people. Like, is there a mad scientist just cloning all these Murphys and just leaving them out to be saved? I have so many questions.
Also, the impression that your dog was just following you from map to map, and he's got the same curse of immortality that you do.
Well, it's like I could set the hero to be a lady, man, or a doggo. Oh. Darn it. Try to hit the... Alright, let's go. Come on, hop over here. You can do it.
Ba-da-ba.
No.
Oh, you're over here.
Darn it.
I'm currently in my house. I realized that my bags were still full, so I wanted
ready to
to
read?
clean that out.
Right.
I am underneath your house, just underneath tree cover also.
All right.
See you later, sinners.
Oh my.
Oh,
Oh, that's funny. I changed the guest account to for reading, not the one I'm actually talking through. Lost a dramatic change.
by the way, did it?
All right. You ready? All right. Geez, you're only one for amazing. It feels good to read. It feels good to take a moment and look at you and study how your compassion engage humanity. Thank you that you are always bringing heaven's spirit to earth, and you partner with us. Thank you for sending yourself in the form of a human, 100% God, 100% man, and not letting our corruptible ways, our imperial ways, our destroying of the other ways. Thank you that it didn't corrupt you. And because of that, because you're unjustly condemned, death cannot hold on to you. And so you resurrected, showing that your ways is the best way. So may your Ruach, your spirit that your Parakletos, the Holy Spirit that you left for us, that you gave to us to show us your goodness. As we're about to read, you're wonderful, holy, and awesome, and amazing and good. Wonderful, awesome name. Amen. All right, we're reading, so pause, my friend. Kings, priests, Levites, prophets, Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse through chapter 18. When you enter the country Yahweh your God is giving you, take possession of, and you are living in it, and you say, I intend to set a king over me, like all the nations around me. You may indeed set over you a king whom Yahweh your God chooses. From the midst of his brothers you may set a king over you. You cannot put over you a man who is a foreigner, who is not your brother. Moreover, he may not multiply horses for himself, and you may not get the people to return to Egypt, so he may multiply horses. Given that Yahweh said to you, you may never again return that way. He may not multiply wives for himself, so that they do not turn his mind astray. Nor may he greatly multiply silver and gold for himself. When he sits on his royal throne, he will write for himself a copy of this teaching on a scroll in front of the Levitical priest. It will be with him, and he will read out of it all the days of his life, so that he may learn to revere Yahweh, his God, by observing every word of his teaching in these rules, by doing them, so that his mind does not rise above his brothers, and he does not turn aside from the command right or left, in order that he may stay long over his kingdom, he and his sons in the midst of Israel. Deuteronomy chapter 18 verses 1 to 17 covers the support of priests through the people's offerings, the right of Levites to go and live at the central sanctuary and share in what is brought there, and the importance of the people seeking guidance only from Yahweh and not by other religious means, which leads into talking about prophets. 18:18 I will produce a prophet for them from among their brothers like you. I'll put my words in his mouth, and he will speak all that I command him. The person who does not listen to the words he speaks in my name, I myself will take it up with him. Moreover, the prophet who presumes to speak a message in my name that I did not command him to speak, or who speaks in the name of other gods, that prophet will die. If you say to yourself, how will he recognize the message that Yahweh has not spoken? What the prophet speaks in Yahweh's name, but the message does not come about or come true, that is a message Yahweh did not speak. The prophet spoke it presumptuously. You will not be in dread of him. Presumptuously. So first, what's happening here? It commands for the king. Like whenever you are like, dude, we want a king, you have to wait for Yahweh to set him. And then he has to not gather up horses from Egypt, which is like the modern day tanks and airplanes. So the king cannot gather tanks and airplanes from Egypt. And he can have multiple wives, because wives, especially from other nations, will go, hey, worship our God. Do-do-do-do-do. And then he's supposed to be actually writing, copying, like hand writing and copying and pasting. Not obviously not on computer, because there were no computers at that time. But copying and pasting the Bible. The law. And so he's like a scholar. Like the king is supposed to be like reading the Bible all the time. Yeah.
But not actually.
And then so if there's a prophet, if he ever speaks in another god's name, if he acts like a prophet of another god, he like, that's not good. He's going to lead you astray. In the seminary where I taught in England, from time to time, we would have someone delivering a prophetic message in the context of worship. Generally, these messages were reassuring in general, promising people's God's love, protection, and provision. One of my colleagues once commented that 2/3 were trivial, but that 1 out of 3 ain't bad. On a couple occasions, I was giving promises for myself that were more concrete and that God indeed honored. On the other hand, for a couple of years in the seminary, we had a student who would rather regularly come out with tough but vague message of judgment, and it was a puzzle how to evaluate these. It was complicated by the fact that the prophet was a rather angry and bitter person, and it was tempting to infer that he was working on his own issues. Yet God works through personalities, so that would be a dangerous basis on which to ignore him. In what it says about prophets, Deuteronomy both offers encouragement and recognizes this dilemma. The background of the encouragement is a natural human desire to know what the future holds, which makes people have recourse to diviners, and soothsayers, and seek contact with dead family members on the assumption that dead people ought to have special knowledge. Elsewhere, the Old Testament refers to consulting the stars. It's understandable that other people do that, Deuteronomy says, but God has rescued you from it by sending you prophets. They are your means of knowing what God wants you to know about the future, and you must learn to live in trust with not knowing what God does not want you to know. Yet, how do we know if a prophet is really prompted by God? Raising the question again reflects how the Holy Spirit is enabling people in a later century to work out what Moses would say if he were here now. It is especially an issue in the time of Jeremiah, the same period as the one whom Josiah is centralizing Judah's worship. See the comments on Deuteronomy 16. And the time when false prophets are a big problem in Judah. They are a particular problem for Jeremiah, who is practically a minority of one and declaring that God is going to bring calamity on Judah. Other prophets are declaring that God is a God of love and will always be faithful to the people. Let's see how things turn out then, said Jeremiah. Events will establish who is the true prophet. So they did. This is a test in Deuteronomy 18. It doesn't say a false prophet's word will never come true. Deuteronomy 13 has knowledge that it may. It does say that when a prophet's word doesn't come true, you needn't worry about this prophet. As Jeremiah acknowledges, this principle is only of limited help. Deuteronomy 13 offered another test, also of limited help. There are no knockdown tests, but it is of some help. It is from your brothers that God will produce a prophet. Perhaps I should translate from your siblings. As the first prophet after Deuteronomy 18 is Deborah, and in connection with Josiah's reform, Huldah plays a key role as a prophet. It is one of Deuteronomy's favorite words, and it plays a key role in connection with the ruling about kings that opens this section of scripture we're considering. There has a couple of significance which perhaps apply to prophets too. One is that the king is to be appointed from within Israel. He is not to be a foreigner. Within God's providence and under God's sovereignty, Israel has the resources within itself for leadership and guidance. It does not need to look outside, and it will be dangerous to do so. Another is that the king has to keep reminding himself that he is only one of the band of brothers. He must not fall into the trap of thinking he is more important than they are. It is virtually impossible for leaders to avoid that trap, partly because the people themselves put their leaders on pedestals. Deuteronomy also reminds them that prophets too are just brothers through whom God speaks. In prescribing what people should do when they wish to have a king, yet again Deuteronomy handles something that will not become an issue for centuries after Moses' day. When the question does arise in the time of Samuel, the Old Testament shows itself aware of the ambiguity of the idea of kingship. Having kings is suspect because God is supposed to be Israel's king. Yet when Israel has no human kings, people do what is right in their own eyes, resulting in moral and social chaos. Deuteronomy's angle offers another take on coping with this ambiguity. Israel can't have a king, but God will choose him, and he needs to avoid being tempted into the self-indulgence that regularly characterizes people in leadership, who have bigger houses and better health plans than the people they lead. Further, he needs to have ways of making sure he avoids becoming a law unto himself. So he's to make himself a copy of the law, the teaching in this very scroll, and live and rule by it, so that, for instance, he does not let himself be led astray through his political marriages. Some irony attaches to such hope, as Solomon's story has shown by the time Deuteronomy was written. Both king and prophet became ways of picturing the Redeemer God will eventually send Israel as the Messiah and the prophet. There is no direct suggestion here that Israel will ever need a Redeemer king, but the failure of kings to live by Deuteronomy's prescription is one background to Israel's coming to hope for one who will. Likewise, Deuteronomy's talk of a prophet like Moses does not refer to a single prophet, but in due course it provided another image for a Redeemer figure that will eventually ascend. All right, that commentary was a mouthful. So first, Jeremiah dealt with issues of what in his time? He had Jeremiah kings, but also prophets. He was the only prophet who spoke. He was the only prophet of God who spoke like, you guys suck. You guys are doing your own. You guys have blood filling the streets. I said that was a lot. It was a full commentary. A lot of stuff. So Jeremiah, so in the future, from this part, our past, later on in the Bible, you'll see in the time of Jeremiah, there's a lot of prophets saying, this is going to happen. God's going to bring you flowers and blessings. But Jeremiah's like, you guys are doing, like, you guys are serving yourself. So destruction's coming. And so then so Deuteronomy says, like, if a prophet says something and it doesn't come true, you can ignore him. He's a false dude. That actually has happened a lot in our own time, by the way. A lot of people will say, thus says the Lord. And so here, even in our own time, these are good words. And then also, when we're always said about the king, what is the king not supposed to do? From Egypt. Remember what he's not supposed to get from Egypt? Horses. You're right. Which are like, in those times, they were like the tanks and airplanes. Military power. But actually what you do, you'll see Solomon, who was considered the greatest king of all. He first was considered, like, he listened to Yahweh. But then throughout the years, he gathered many horses from Egypt. And he gathered many political marriages, which here Deuteronomy is like, that's not good. And so eventually his many wives and his, like, lust for power becomes corruptible. All right, friend, that's a good read. We can start. Power overwhelming. All right.
I'm there. Hello.
I am back from
Welcome
outer
back.
space.
Outer space.
Come walk in and see your face.
Actually, should grab some of those golden carrots and use them as food. Golden carrots are good food.
Is that a mod thing, or did they eventually add golden carrots?
They've been in Minecraft for quite some time now.
Oh, I knew
Oh, yeah,
there was
very long
golden
time.
apples, but I didn't know there was golden carrots.
Golden carrots are much less impactful than what golden apples used to be.
Yeah, they're basically just a high quality food.
Hmm.
Golden apples had many other advantages.
Mm-hmm.
And I just realized I forgot to bring torches.
I have a lot of wood on me. Do you have portables? Well, there's also the stairs. So good
One
point.
sec, I think I know where there's some coal, because I don't think I got around to harvesting some of it. Well, and also, if we're going to take the time to start burning stuff to make torches, I might as well just do a whole run. Actually, that might be a good idea. Just get properly resupplied.
I saw a creeper in there, so I did not want to let them out.
Understandable.
Because I want that enchanting table.
Oh yeah, I mean enchanting tables, since we have access to, you do uncrafting, are just 2 diamonds and some obsidian for the cost
yeah.
of 7 levels.
That's true, but I also wanted enchanting itself.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize you didn't have one yet.
No, I've been bad about it.
Oh well. Alright, anyways. Is lignite coal also
The
used?
sharpness on the sword that they themselves dropped has been helping a lot of them.
Oh yes. Alright. I got a new torch supply. Got my new axe. Just currently using steel leaf axes that I had pillaged from the Get from the
Twilight
labyrinth.
Forest.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. You want some torches?
Sure.
Right. Here you go.
Thank you.
There we go.
I think the spiders actually have inflated damage also.
I wouldn't be surprised. Oh yes, having a piercing crossbow is so nice for just killing the cave spider on their back before you actually engaging them. Normally that cave spider's protected by the spider's giant freaking hitbox.
Why am I hearing
Oh dear.
round?
There's an Eldritch mob ahead, I presume. It was inflicting drowning damage and also making me hungry.
Oh my gosh.
Oh dear.
I see it.
Did you see what type of mob it was?
No. Found it.
This room's
It's
going to get really loud really
one of those
fast.
ones.
I'm headsetting it.
I think it's the cave spider, because I've
Yep.
shot it several
Yep,
times.
definitely. Oh my.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, nice. Silk touch pick. You want it?
Actually, I have Silk Touch with the drill, so I'm
Oh,
fine.
alright. In that case, I will happily accept it. Because I need my ammo back.
I have ammo on me, so that might be nice.
A lot of spiders.
Right here.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
I was like, I'll just use him to share screen.
Oh boy, a bunch of spider organs. Oh hey, Silkland. That's nice. Convert food to into string. In case we ever need infinite string. Okay, he's dead.
Okay.
Oh. See if I get just 200 to get a jetpack.
Carpet wielding zombies. Oh, that one has
Hey.
a.
I've already got multiple spare backpacks, so I think you should take it.
It's a wolf backpack. I'm gonna throw all the wood stuff in here. Been picking up a lot of wood. Also picked up a wool to drop.
Huh. Cave spider's taking 2 shots to kill now. They were taking 1. It's most distressing, yes.
Attractive and selfish.
Nice.
Picking tomato seeds. Up, I pressed the wrong button. Bad muscle memory. Now I have shaders on. Whoops.
I'm not being picky about what loot I carry out, cause yeah, stacked up baggies is nice. Ow. Please stop. Thank you.
Oh.
I'm going to need to heal for a little bit.
Understandable.
All right. I know how I'm going to play this game. I want to start
You
from the
need
beginning
boots?
every time. And if I get the extra ending, awesome. If not, awesome. But at least I start from the very beginning, so I get the full playthrough experience. That's where I'm leaning now.
Reaper on you. Oh, okay, it stopped and it's dead. I was staring at you, and then I guess it stared at me. Are they on? They're on the ceiling.
Yup.
I call shenanigans.
Yup.
Oh. Ow.
Okay,
Mhm.
that's yeah.
Had a good time.
I need a ranged combat potential to deal with them.
I suppose I did get my shield utterly demolished by just blocking one of those souped up wither skeletons for an extended period.
But the resistance is very tempting to spec into right now, but probably not actually good.
I mean, it depends on which organs you swap out, I suppose.
Well, yeah,
Are you
I'm
do-
in
are
like
you doing your mod
specking
with it now?
into like stats.
Do you have the? I'm guessing
Yeah.
you obviously have the organ swapping mod on there.
Yeah, Justin decided to add my mods to this when he made some other changes.
Nice.
Ow. Okay, my attempted slip through did not work. Alright, new plan. We're going around.
Oh, that was such a good run. And I just entirely oofed it. Wait, I thought I grabbed you. Get over here. If I remember right, Char, like you could add the chef mod, but you still have to
dear.
you still have to unlock him like a traditional. No?
The chef mod you do, I think it's Paladin at least requires a unlock, which is a good part why I like that one because it feels much more
Feels
in
a lot
line
more
with the
vanilla.
base.
Like a vanilla add-on rather than the mod.
Yeah.
Do you feel like the Paladin is pretty balanced like a basic game? Like a basic
Yeah, they've had a lot of people actually like work on trying to balance it to default vanilla.
See, that's cool to
Which
me.
helps a lot.
Like I'll be down like if it's like a legitimately trying to
So that's how they're doing it. Oh my goodness.
so like they added Goku and like they added a Goku and you could tell like he's like an overpowerful joke character because obviously
I mean,
it's
of
like,
course, it's Joku. Who would ever make a Goku mod and make it balanced?
Yeah. So, but for like balance mods,
That
I'll be
one's not
totally
even
down for.
Goku.
Because it'll be like what the community is just trying to add something that probably the developers just don't have time for or the money because they have to wait for the big company over them to give them money.
It looks like there's arrows stuck on my airship all of a sudden that's annihilated some of my balloons. And it
Oh,
came from the sky.
Wait, arrows can pop balloons? Well, that's concerning.
I have
mean,
no
makes
idea, but
sense, but-
balloons are my balloons are missing, and there's an arrow stuck in my ship from above.
Hmm.
Come on, come down.
Like, it looked like someone shot it from above, or it fell like someone just shot upwards and ended up hitting.
Yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying. It's concerning either way. Oh yeah. Honestly, I think going to tweak Warlock to be less common, because I thought I had it on rare, but it keeps popping up anyways.
And I don't think I've changed its settings either, so I'll have to
And-
double check.
I'm shocked it keeps showing up at high power levels, since I thought I had set it so that those power levels just weren't happening. Yeah.
Did you?
Well, I thought I said so those power levels were not happening without Anvil shenanigans.
Right. I do
But-
know, like, I was looking into it, luck absolutely does affect your loot drop, like, loot generation out of chests. Absolutely, even in vanilla. Like, on the first generation.
Yes, it does.
Now the
You
only,
happen to have any of your own?
now the reason why I'll say it doesn't feel like
I
my dog
don't.
will follow me because even if the dog dies, the dog comes back the next level. So it feels
Oh.
more of a cloning
Huh.
story than
I mean, though I suppose again, people do keep respawning in the story, so it's very possible that it is in fact just the dog is also respawning and then chasing you down.
or maybe it's just the local Elohims that we're just playing into their story right now. They just keep bringing them back, like, haha, we'll see what this little pudgy little kid's going to do.
Oh, yeah, I think this is where you've been at before, because it's very well lit.
Sounds like. Well then, I guess we cleared this place.
The upper floors, at least. Because we never went down.
True.
I'm very happy I have dumplings. It's like almost like meat in regards to the healing. I need a
Alright,
lot of it in here.
All right, Charlie, we dip in 10 minutes, my friend.
Yep, this
Actually,
is definitely.
I've got the storage
where you
space
go.
now, so yoink.
I think I've collected enough books for bookshelves myself. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
good on that one.
I got my supply from some poor lich's tower.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they're poor now
done
after
here.
you looted them.
Yes.
After them exploding you.
oh, pff.
I don't remember them doing explosives either.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they just used to shoot regular old fireballs, a lot like a Blazes. But whatever they shoot now, it
Oh,
freaking
okay.
hurts.
So things that are unstunnable, just
Oh,
hop over the
that's
stunning
almost a
arrow.
hole.
Okay.
Ooh, fancy top. Is there like a boss that normally spawns up here?
No, normally it's just that there's these four spawners who've all had time to spool up while you've been going through the lower floor.
Yeah.
And
Is
originally
it-
there's a total of 8 double chests in here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Admittedly, I went through this in a very wrong order, so I kind of circumvented that entire final combat. Gosh, come on.
Nothing?
I'm having trouble.
Yeah.
Gosh. Okay. Okay, I finished the land. The music gets all weird like this when the ghost is about to spawn, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I saw the horrible chill goes over her spine right as it started going weird.
Doesn't look like there's anything up here.
Okay.
So Justin, I suppose your opinion with regards to yeah, home design. Yeah, I've got multiple little micro islands and intend to add more. Do you think I should just accept that they're all going to be part of one large structure? Yeah, or should I figure out some sort of like hook and tether sort of setup to get to make it so that there are multiple airships that travel together?
I think you could get away with a combination of both, like some bigger like groups of structures. Like if you have this house, but like a gazebo to the side, like near it or something.
So you're like doing a.
But if you do the hook and tether, you could do like bridges that connect, like pseudo connect to each other visually.
Yeah, and they've got some sort of joint in the middle, so that they
Yeah.
can flex and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, wrong button.
That if you decide to do multiple ships, that would definitely be a really cool way to like make them visually joint together.
Looks like my crystals are ready to harvest.
I like how you just have a crystal with you.
It's half the reason why I went through the trouble of pulling this thing out of the ocean. Because it has your crystal growth nodes. I don't trust these things to come with if I try to silk touch them.
Could you move your island a little bit closer? I cannot jump that far
darn it.
without potentially dying.
Oh, it's not currently an airship.
Oh,
One
okay.
sec.
In that case, I'll just build a small bridge.
Yep.
I keep pressing the wrong button.
I thought that when you were in ghost mode, you could just go through stuff and like through the air.
Nope. I am still bound by the laws of physics in that regard.
Huh. All right.
I can go through blocks from like I can fall through them,
So you're.
but
a
also
ghost? Is
airships
that-
I will just fall through entirely through airships.
His race is Phantom.
Oh.
Yeah, so he burns in sunlight but can phase through blocks and stuff.
Hmm.
Ooh.
So
I like
should-
their new textures for the AE stuff, and they have 3D models for the drives now. Fancy.
Oh my gosh, I didn't see that. Bad.
I guess we should convey over the loots that we have found.
Yep. One sec. I am doing some dumping.
Hold
I'm
on.
fairly sure that pretty much all the chain armor in here came from this tower.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
most definitely.
Oh, I know that's the range. That's like 5. Okay.
I'll also throw what I've found in here, sorted as well as I can. You know what? I'm probably gonna put this in whatever ore location there is of yours. I'm gonna keep hold of the tomato seeds, as I had previously. Do we even care about toxic organ meat, honestly?
No. And the main question is just if you think any of those look like organs you'd use.
Right. I'm gonna throw this out. Okay, I wasn't actually expecting that to happen, but that was funny.
What happened? Oh, did it hit the bounce cloud?
Yes.
Nice. Okay, I think, yep, that's all my chain armor.
I know I picked up iron from here.
Okay. So let's see. If I use the Vitet helmet and boots, that would get me 50%. Um. Get blood deferment. Will get being a pretty tiny amount of armor. I think I could then wear get chest plate and leggings without significant flight drawbacks. As such, I'm probably going to want to gather the necessary chain vest to have nice chain pants and chain shirt.
Nice. What am I wearing right now? Oh yeah, I should probably no, actually. Is there any like specific sets of these chainmail gear you care about?
That's currently what I'm figuring out.
Okay.
Shouldn't hurt me, shouldn't hurt me, shouldn't hurt me. The shopkeeper's up top, so it shouldn't piss him off. Whew, alright. I'm gonna offer gold into the Elohim.
Oh, this must have blown up from somewhere.
I also need to take a look at the leggings and figure out any of them are.
Ooh, lots of things to offer to the Elohim. Let's see if he gets pissed
Here,
off.
actually, these chainmail leggings will probably
Perfect.
more beneficial for you, given your situation.
Or actually, I'm gonna have to take him out. No, I won't need to take him out. There's webbing right there I can buy
Big
entirely.
spellbound. Let's see. Where's Warlike? Probably on the bottom. You have your base power set to 0?
Yes, but look at the power per rank. It should be very
Yeah.
high. Wait, only 10?
Yeah.
Huh. Oops. Yeah, that should be like 20. Oops.
And the power range is 50. Is the power range how far, like, in regards to, like, enchantment table in age?
Oh shoot.
Yes. Yeah, generally, I try to be pretty generous with the power range. Because